So Pete Buttigieg just released a new ad attacking Medicare for All. Let's take a look.
Candidate Pete Buttigieg has unveiled his plan to remake the U.S. healthcare system. Buttigieg wants to offer every American coverage under the federal Medicare program, but doesn't want to force anyone to give up their private health insurance plans.
Everyone is eligible. Even if you currently get your insurance through your employer at work, you'd still be able to buy into this public option if you wanted.
Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren believe that we have to force ourselves into Medicare for All, where private insurance is abolished.
There are 160 million Americans who get their insurance from their employer.
So union workers are a little skeptical because they see that as a loss of a benefit that they fought hard to obtain in the workplace.
He's trying to focus on choice, not infringing on people's freedom to make that decision voluntarily.
Because you now have an increasing number of Democratic presidential candidates who are signing up for Medicare if you want it.
Mayor Pete said Medicare for all who want it. That's a much better formulation.
Working towards a universal health care system, but it doesn't wipe out private insurance.
What a despicable, dishonest, disingenuous, garbage advert. And he knows it, and everyone knows it. Unfortunately, the few are being fooled by him. But let us put this into context. What does he mean by Medicare choice? Can someone please explain that to me? Or a Medicare for those who want it? What is this myth? What is this myth that there are some people out there who don't want universal coverage free at the point of service? No, they want to be held hostage by their employer. Who are these people? Who are they? I mean, even when it comes to the unions, you know, they always say like, oh, the unions, they negotiated their healthcare plan and they fought tough for it. Yeah, I know, but this gives them free healthcare, universal coverage. Everything is covered. It's free at the point of service, and they don't need to negotiate for it ever again. It's better than whatever plan they negotiated and fought for. I mean, it makes no sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense. If you say that you saved up and you fought really hard to get a Toyota Corolla, but I come along and I give you a Ferrari, who cares about the Toyota anymore? Just take the Ferrari. Yes, you had to earn and save and work hard to get the Toyota, but I'm giving you a Ferrari now for way less. Just take it. It's like this fake concern trolling that, oh, I care about the unions. I care about the working class. They fought for their healthcare plans, which doesn't cover everything and they have to pay ridiculous amounts for. They fought for the privilege to be ripped off. I want to make sure that they can keep getting ripped off by my friends in the private healthcare industry. I mean, what is this? This is really ridiculous, and it's disingenuous and dishonest. I think if you explain to anyone that, your healthcare plan, however good you think it is, you can get everything covered now, and it's going to be cheaper. Who in their right mind would not go for the second option? I don't understand that. I really don't understand. It's this whole concern trolling and pretending that, oh, I trust Americans to make the choice. That's what he says. That's what Pete Buttigieg says. He says, I trust Americans to make the right choice. Like, dude, we're not talking about your kids, okay? These are people who are dying. There are 50,000 people who die every year because they have no health care. There are 500,000 people going bankrupt every year, either because of the medical bills or because they're out of work and they can't pay for the medical bills. So now they're in debt. What about them? They don't have any health care. What about them? What about the 44 million who are underinsured? That's what they never tell you. He says like, oh yeah, people who want it will be able to get it. Okay, but he doesn't tell you that the fact that the private insurance companies are still going to be able to exist is that they're going to dump all of the sick people onto the public option and just keep the healthy people so they can keep making money. And what does that do? That gives them the market of healthy people, and it puts a financial strain and strain on resources on the public sector. No. And you know what's up here? I can't even put this into words how corrupt this is. This is so corrupt. Not to mention that this guy, Mr. Pete Buttigieg, Yes, the same one, this weasel that we were talking about, the glorified weasel. Look what he tweeted barely a year ago. Look what he tweeted. Let me read it to you. February 2018. What does he say? Gosh, okay, I, Pete Buttigieg, politician, do henceforth and forthwith declare, most affirmatively and indubitably, unto the ages, that I do favor Medicare for all, as I do favor any measure that would help get all Americans covered. Now, if you'll excuse me, potholes await. And what did he do at the beginning of the election? And, up until a month ago, what has he been doing the whole time? He's been saying, yes, I support Medicare for all. He's been touting himself as a progressive. He knows that Bernie Sanders has rallied an entire movement just behind Medicare for all alone. I mean, not to mention all the other policies that Bernie's fighting for, $15 minimum wage, Green New Deal. But he knows that there's popularity behind this bill that Bernie Sanders wrote. He knows it. And so what does he do? He does what Elizabeth Warren and Andrew Yang have been doing. They piggyback off the popularity of Medicare for all. They say, no, you don't need Bernie. I also support Medicare for all. You see, I'm also like Bernie. Come with me. And then as the election goes by, as a few months go by, once they've gathered all these people under their wing, once they've gathered all these supporters, they drop it. But they don't tell you like that. They don't say, oh yeah, I'm against Medicare for all. No. They go on the campaign trail, and like Andrew Yang, they say, oh, I'm not really going to ban private health insurance companies, which ensures that you are not implementing Medicare for all as it states in the bill by Bernie Sanders, and it ensures that it's not going to be implemented correctly. That's how they do. That is how they do. Or they put a twist on it. It says Medicare for all who want it, so he can still try to lie to people, No, that's not Medicare for all. It's nothing to do with Medicare for all. Go away. Call your Pete Care or Weasel Care or Public Option, Obamacare 3.0, whatever you want to call it. Because it's nothing to do with Bernie Sanders. Go away, you goddamn centrist hack. Deplorable, truly. And not to mention, this weasel right here, this guy, he is the best ass kisser in the whole Democratic primary, because he has the most billionaire donors. He knows how to court rich people and go on their booty holes and get that corporate cash, baby. Hell yeah. He knows how to do it. Even better than Joe Biden. Oh yes. And that's why he came in third place during the last quarter. All right? Because he knows how to get that cha-ching from the corporate donors. And guess where some of that corporate money comes from? Guess where it comes from? Just take a guess, man. It comes from the healthcare industry. Uh-oh. Let's take a look, man. Take a look at this. As he attacks Medicare for all, Mayor Pete gets campaign cash from healthcare executives. Over 100 individuals in leadership, legal, consulting, or financing roles in the healthcare sector donated $200 or more to Pete Buttigieg's campaign. And they include the chief corporate affairs officer at Pfizer, the president of Astex Pharmaceuticals, a state lobbyist for Biogen, a vice president for public policy at Novartis, and the deputy vice president of the nation's largest pharma trade association, PHRMA, as well as attorneys for AbbVie, Johnson & Johnson, and Merck. So we're not talking about nurses here or people who happen to work in the healthcare industry. We're talking about people who run the healthcare industry, because they know that Pete Buttigieg is going to play ball and he's not going to put a dent in their wallets. This guy is a hack. He's a tool. He is a corporatist, and he is lying to people. And he's not only lying to people about what he represents, he's also attacking. He is attacking with this ad Bernie Sanders. That is exactly what it is. He's literally saying that Bernie Sanders wants to take away your choice. Bernie Sanders is a big bad communist. Bernie Sanders is an authoritarian. Watch out. Come with me. I give you the choice. I give you the freedom. Remember freedom, baby? America? Yeah. That's what he's doing. He's trying to create this contrast that, oh, Bernie is like a communist. He's a socialist, but I'm the American one. I'm going to give you the choice. I trust you. This guy is garbage. His whole campaign is garbage. He's a backpedaling, two-timing son of a bitch, and I can't wait till he drops out. They all backpedal. It's like they have an inherent need to be dishonest. They can't just like actually, stick to what they're saying, and they can't even wait till the end of the primary. They can't even do that. They're so desperate to get support and money from everywhere. They're trying to please everyone. So they say, one day they say, yeah, support Medicare for all. Then when they go to the next town, they say, no, I'm not going to ban private health insurance, Dore. And then they go to the next town and they give another, signal to the corporations. No, don't worry about me. I'm just lying to them. Then they go to the next town and say, yeah, I care about you. Let's take a selfie and don't worry, I'll give you universal health care coverage. They can't just stick to one, story. It's impossible for them. All of them. Andrew Yang, Elizabeth Warren, Pete Buttigieg, they're all bullshitters. All of them. We are just talking about the ones who are pretending to be progressives. Never mind the centrists, man. Biden, Klobuchar, who am I forgetting as well? John Delaney. I mean, what am I supposed to say, man? What am I supposed to say to this?